Agree that today's event and tonight and yesterday's event is spectacular because the designs in everyone's booth is just amazing, and I didn't get a chance to go around everywhere, but the best thing about design is finding key items and getting them out there quickly. So I like to work with people that have items ready. So I like to work with a lot of people that can get things done. Sometimes when you're asked to do an interior design job, you're given a month to create an entire apartment. And in New York City and filling out all the paperwork that you have to deal with, that's a lot. So you need great sources. And here you have about all the great sources you could possibly imagine. And I always like to leave like a finishing touch that you can't buy. So for me, as an artist and a designer, I create my own line of wallpapers and fabrics. I always hand paint something and leave it on the wall as my special gift. And that's something that they can never replicate. So I always feel like a special touch is sharing my art with all the people that have hired me. So they don't even know it's me. They just say that was a fabulous painting over the bedroom. And then I say, thank you so much. But I don't even bill them for it. It's just a gift. So I love designing. I love designing fast and with people that I enjoy, because you're actually sharing all your creative talents with someone else, and you want to be with someone that appreciates it. So thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. So Tracy, let me ask you a question. What style do you like to work with most of all? Do you do contemporary, traditional? Can you tell us, if a client comes to you, what are they looking for in a design, and how do you sway them in this era that we're in right now?
Well, usually what happens is when a client comes to me, I always make them a great storyboard. And then if they don't like it, I'll create another one. So I ask them what they like. I happen to like modern, but then I also have like 70s throwback moments where if you came into my house right now, it's like a bohemian opium den in my apartment in New York. But before that, I had a townhouse on 51st Street, and I made that very like Palm Beach and elegant. So you really feel the client and you want to deliver exactly what they need. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Steve, would you want to add anything to that? About interior design, and then we're going to talk. Then John is going to talk, because John has a lot to say, and I want to make sure that he gets a lot of time. John,
I'm going to share the dirty laundry with you in just a minute. Hold on.
He's going to share the dirty laundry. I'm going to go clean. So listen, interior design. The beautiful thing about interior design, and the reason that we're here, and the reason you see so many beautiful things and so many booths, design really transcends everything. Design is about inspiration. It's about outside the box. Perfect example. It's not just interior design, it's even fashion. Look, beautiful hat, beautiful dress, beautiful smile. This is what it's all about. You don't want to walk into a room and just say, you know, I always tell my clients, when you walk into a room, you got about 30 seconds. If they don't love the room in 30 seconds, it's never going to work. Perfect example, you walk in, you go, beautiful. It worked. And that's what interior design is about. It's cyclical. Things go out of style and then they come back in style. But the most important thing is that everybody stands out. And that's what's great when you come to something like this. It's all about standing out. What's trending? What's next? What's hot? And that's the beauty. And that's the, listen, are we here because Chase Backer is here? Yes, we're here because Chase is here. Are we here because there's some cocktails? Yes, we're here for that too. But when it comes down to it, we could be anywhere else, but we choose to be here because this is what we love. This is what it's all about. Seeing something. And when you see something that you love, it inspires you and you feel it from within. And from there, you give that inspiration to someone else. And that's what makes interior design a cyclical thing. It's passing on what I have, what John has learned, what everyone here has learned, and giving it to someone else and inspiring people. So if you can inspire someone, you've done your job. And if you can't, well then walk around a little bit and I'm sure someone will.
Let's hear a round of applause. Like Steve says, standing out. Hopefully I'm going to stand out. If not, the woman to my left definitely does. So like he said about the inspiration and design, I guess everything that they both shared today is what I maintain and preserve for the last 56 years of my family company, Madame Paulette. And that's how I like my legacy to be known. No disrespect about the housewives. I'll give you a little squeaky information later, but you know, it's all about my family legacy and my family business. And what we do is maintain and preserve the integrity that you put into it and the investment that you put into it and the time and the creation. So, you know, that's a beautiful thing. We do that with all types of interior textiles and furnishings. We work with all the internationally renowned designers. So they should be able to create something, and thank God for me, it can be maintained, you know, and God forbid, if you have an accident or a water, fire, flood, I'm one of the few people in the world that can give something a second life. Yeah, so there you go. Now for some dirty laundry on the housewives. They're crazy. Don't watch that show. Anyway, I'll give you back to Chase. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Thank you for that little bit of crazy information. We'll talk later. Steve, I have a question for you. When did you notice in your life that you wanted to do what you're doing right now? You're very good at it, and people, you know, like I said earlier, they're lined up to see what you have to offer.